And we do have in studio, he's preparing to come on with us now. We have in studio a very, very special guest. Sir, Shalom Aleichem, would you like to tell us your name?
Mister, you're asking me who my name is? Who are you? Why should I tell? I can't believe you're asking me who I am.
Why not? Well, what's wrong with asking you what happened?
Because the whole world knows who I am. I can't believe it. I have to, you're telling me that I have to introduce who I am. My own people don't know who I am. I can't believe it. Me, I'm a big star. I can't believe every Gentile knows me. From Boybrik to Beijing. And you brought me here, mister, to insult me. I can't believe that chutzpah that you have to insult me like this, that you don't know what I am. What kind of, I can't believe, a person like my stature. I'll tell you what, you did something that was really a disgust last week when you told me that I should come on this drinky-dink show
Move the phone away a little
on Thanksgiving. You want me to come, a star like me, a person like me, to come
away from
to this place on Thanksgiving, a star like me, where I was performing for all these yentas. I should come over here. I told you what you were last week. I'm going to say it again. You're still the same thing. You're a Thanksgiving donkey. That's what you are. And if you keep up like this, acting like this, I'm going to give you such a bunch. You're not going to only see your Zeta, you're going to see my Zeta.
Well, thank you very much. It would be an honor to get a patch from such a personality like you. Listen, we had a little mix-up when I made a mistake in inviting you for Thanksgiving. But listen, let's shake hands and make up. Let's shake hands and make up.
Mister,
Away from you.
Shake hands. You want to shake hands with me, with these famous hands? You know what these famous hands did? I one time extended a finger to the Gentile Ed Sullivan in 1962, and he was satisfied with one finger. You, all a lot of the people, the Jewish people, and give them one finger, they'll want the whole hand. It's not enough. They want whatever you give. They want Jewish people want handouts. All constantly, every person that I meet, these are give me this, give me that. All the schnorrers that's around, they want me to build them a kollel, they want me to build them a yeshiva. That one person, a zoy, a house. I don't know what's going on like this. What is this? All these schnorrers? I can't believe why, Mister. I'm asking you all these questions. You didn't answer one question that I answered you so far. I can't believe a star like me that you didn't even know that you even need to ask me like this to come over here to this place. But I'll tell you, a lot of these schnorrers are worse than the IRS. At least the IRS, when you die, and they leave you alone. But these schnorrers, constantly, they don't leave you alone. Maybe I should become a schnorrer myself. Maybe I'll keep some of the money that I have.
Well, I want to ask you this, since you're talking about the possibility, you're contemplating doing tshuva. So tell me something. One of the Shalish Esri Ikrim, one of the 13 principles of our faith is that there's an afterlife. And you were talking about dying in the IRS. So tell me, what are your ideas about the afterlife?
Leave me alone with this afterlife. Do I know what an afterlife is? Do I look? I used to know what an afterlife is because I studied, I worshipped this. But I'll tell you one thing: the afterlife that I found out, I met this one shmedrik, this one chayzer, that the person that he tells me now he has an idea that he wants to take an ATM machine that he just invented, and it speaks 5 languages, and he wants to attach it to my gravesite. This way, all the schnorrers that will come to me, and it speaks in all different kind of languages. It can speak, and it'll get money from me. It'll withdraw money from me in Hungarian. It'll say, I can even withdraw in English. And it will speak Yiddish. It will ask me for geld. And it will speak in Hebrew, say the dava. And it even speaks Arabic. It'll say flus, 101, 101. I can't take it. I said, they want to do this to me. I can't believe it. I'm such a point. I don't know about that.
So tell me, tzaddik, you're coming back to tshuva, you're already a tzaddik. What caused you to contemplate doing tshuva? What changed in your life now?
Well, I'll tell you. One Friday night, I was sitting in my favorite Chinese restaurant, resting on some chop suey, and I was trying to get the people to notice who I am. They're looking at the other people on the tables. I was looking here, I was looking there. and one person, I quite overheard one person talk about Ivanka Trump, and it got me thinking. I said, what? It's Friday night. What the hell? What's Ivanka Trump doing right now? So I said she's probably lighting the Shabbos candles. She's probably baking a new challah for that Kushner guy. She's probably preparing some gefilte fish with chlein. And and when I said, what am I doing? I can't believe me. I'm the famous Rabbi Meir's son, the Rav that was a famous rabbi. My father was a rabbi. And look, I looked at myself. I says, you know what? I'm not a youngster. Soon I'm going to be 90 years old, and it's going to be a chup that's going to be all over. That's it. So I says, well, I did it. Enough. What am I did? The tefillin, the Shabbos. I'm not doing nothing. I says, that's enough. I got to do something. It can't keep going on like this. Got to do something.
So let me ask you something. Why didn't you announce this momentous decision to the whole world? Go on WABC radio. It's in 38 states, 50,000 powerful watts. What are you coming on to my little program here to announce that you're contemplating doing tshuva?
That's a very good question. I don't know the answer myself, but I was thinking about something. I heard about you. I heard that you're a right-wing, a meshuggah, you're an extremist, you're a religious zealot, you're such a nudnik. I heard one time that you took a tape measure and you walked around in the borough park and all these areas and you was measuring the person's pace. It's not too big, too short, and too long, and you were measuring the tzitzis. I want it like this and like that. You walked around measuring the pace and every tzitzis. I said to myself, you know what? A meshuggah like this, like you are, if I could make it here with your listening audience that you have, that you're listening to, I could make it anywhere. But I'm thinking, I'm just looking at you now. I should call myself, this little station that I am now, I should call myself Super Grois, and you should call yourself Mr. Little Klein.
So, in other words, you are mechavein to Chazal. In other words, when somebody does tshuva, part of doing tshuva is Shinui Hashem. A person changes his name, he's a new person, like you would say. So in other words, you're going to name yourself Super Grois. I can't imagine why a guy like you would want to call himself Super Grois. But you certainly got it right with me in terms of Klein, because the truth of the matter is that I used to be very Grois, and I've been working on myself, and I'm getting more Klein and Klein physically, and now emotionally, I feel very Klein also. So I want to thank you very much. So tell me, any other things, reasons that triggered you to consider doing tshuva?
Well, a lot of people don't know this, but a lot of people do know this. That one point time in my life, I was the most famous chazan in the world. I was the most famous chazan. I was even more famous than the chazan Yossela Rosenblatt. That's the way, the truth. And I started to think, you know what? So what I went to a conservative synagogue, and they thought I applied for a job to be the chazan there on Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippur. And they told me no. Could you believe these chayas had the noiv not to accept me in their place? The conservative are much more religious than they are. I see what they do. They have no mechitza. The men and the women sit together, and I looked at it. They have the shrek. So I saw that they even do same gender marriages. I said, what is that? They married the same people. You're going to tell me that you're more religious than I am? Do you know who I am? What a shanda! I can't believe it. They do such a thing. So, yeah.
So, in other words, it comes out that there might be something good in same-gender marriage. The only good I could see is that it might bring such a superstar like yourself to do tshuva. And of course, if you do tshuva, many other people, half of Hollywood is Jewish, and maybe they'll do tshuva also. So maybe there's, who knows? So tell me something. Let me ask you a final question. Are you ready to announce here on this radio program that you are going to be strictly Shomer Shabbos from now on?
This radio station, you want me to, you tell me what to do. Stop being such a nudge. You're bothering me. little at a time. I'm exploring I'm exploring. I'm looking. I'm thinking. I'm seeing what I'm gonna do. Who you're talking to, Mister. I asked you. You know who I'm talking to. I come from a very chashuva family, very right wing. They told you my father was a rabbi, this and that, and I was even invited to the White House. Mr. Donald Trump, the president himself, invited me to the White House, and he was serving me lunch, and he told me before I start to eat that I should make a bracha. Imagine this person is telling me to make a bracha, and then I heard that Ivanka Trump, his daughter, told him on Shabbos to stop tweeting. He's got to stop tweeting. He's got to have to stop calling her, and a lot of things also happening. That I'll tell you one more thing. That when I become religious and I come back to tshuva, I'm going to have all these kind of hechshes. I'm going to change all the hechshes. I know, because the hechshes today, I'm going to have my own super duper top of the line heksha, because today you have all these Hasidic heksha. There's a Lubavitch heksha. There's a Chud, but Yosef heksha. There's a Moshe heksha. Right, the heksha. It's like so. Well, I want to see. Well, how come there's no? You ever wonder how come there's no Yemenite heksha? There should be a Yemenite heksha. These are Jews themselves. They have a good tradition. They go back many centuries. I think that they should have, the Yemenite people should have their own heksha. I once davened in the Yemenite heksha. Good people. I think the Yemenite people should sue the other people that are not accepting the heksha, or should they take the heksha? Also, another thing. I see that a lot of religious boyset people, or the women are walking around, the tznius, they're walking around with bikers. I look around, these very religious women have bikers on. What is that? And I see the men, they're not tznius themselves, they should also wear bikers. I should have the men and the women, they should be wearing bikers. Because today you can't tell the difference anyway between a man, who's a woman, who's a man. This one's a man, this one wants to be, he doesn't think he's a man, he's wondering if he's the woman, the other man. So we're going to have two boikers. We're going to have the men and women wearing boikers. And I'm going to invent something on the top of the head, that the little light that's going to go off, that's going to say for the boiker, one boiker is going to say Zachar, and the other boiker is going to say Nekeva. That's it.
So we just heard from the ultimate superstar comedian, profound words. He's going to solve the problem of people wanting to transgender by having them wear little beanies saying Zachar Nekeva. Listen, I want to thank. I can't believe it. Look who's in my studio here. Look who's in my studio. We have Senator Bernie Sanders is stopping by. Mr. Senator Sanders, would you like to say something to our audience? We're talking about becoming more Jewish.
Well, I am Jewish. A lot of people don't know that, but I realized that I was Jewish from a long time ago, just being in Brooklyn. But I really discovered my Jewish roots. Now, I had a Sheva Brachos, as a matter of fact. I was in communist Moscow with my wife, and we were standing under a mausoleum, and we sang the international communist national anthem. So I am a Brooklyn person, and I was running for president.
What mausoleum was that?
Of Lenin. It was a Lenin poison that he was. And I realized, even though a lot of people think that I'm a socialist, but it's not true, I'm a communist. So, I want to just say one thing, that a lot of people, they don't know about what's happening with my wife. She's coming into trouble about the money. There can't be any problems with money between me and my wife, because we don't even like money. We don't believe in money, we don't like money. So I'm thinking about something. I'm here to announce today in Brooklyn, if my wife gets off and God protects her, I will see the light, and maybe I will believe in God, if there is a God.
Well, thank you very much, Senator Sanders. It seems that it seems that Jackie is having a profound effect, and people are starting to do. Who is that over there? 1 second, I see an Israeli fellow. Yo, come on over here and say hello to our radio audience. How are you? Do you want to do tshuva also? You want to make tshuva?
Hello, I come here. My name's Shlomo. I come to see all the people, the Jewish people. I want to make sure. Why not? Listen, I have pizza place. Maybe I'll change. Shlomo, תפסיק, אני מדבר ברדיו עכשיו. אל תדבר. Listen, don't worry. Listen, maybe I stop. Maybe I make the pizza kosher. I make money from this. It's all right. Don't worry about it. Yeah, it's Shlomo. אני מדבר איתה. Listen, maybe I'll come back. I stop. I become more Jewish. I see Jackie here, Siponi, why not? Why not? I become more Jewish. תפסיק, מה נדבר? אמן, יאללה, hey.
Now tell me, I see that there's another fellow here also. I see he's wearing one of those Russian Kazakh hats, so I assume he's from Russia. How are you, sir? Could you tell us a little about yourself? Are you Jewish? Are you religious?
Hello, I don't know if I'm Jewish, but my mother, she's Jewish. I was born in Moscow, and in Moscow, our government in Russia, we have to worship government, whatever they say. But when I come here now, I'm superintendent of the building. So I come here, I work here, but I want to become more religious, because this the thing to be here in America.
Well, that's wonderful. And now I see we have somebody else there who's, I don't think he's Jewish, but I recognize him. He's the world famous caretaker, super. They used to call, I wouldn't say janitor. You're not allowed to say that anymore. But Jose is from the Shomer Shabbos Shul. He keeps it clean. He keeps it going. Jose, you want to say hello to our audience and tell us what you have to think. What are you thinking about?
You know, I work many years con all the Jewish people in the shul, baby. Porque cuando uno se está pasando arriba de sí, so I see all the Jewish people, they have many days off. Entonces, I want to take my day off too. It's good to be a Jew, to work on la cosa, una setedana con una semana que pasada con it, that's it. I want to come back to the Jewish people. I want to become a Jew myself, baby, no more. No más con eso cosa, that's it, I want to come back.
Thank you very much, Jose. Why don't you come over here and sit next to me, Jose? And I want to keep you in the picture. Come on over here. This is my good friend. Sit down.
Jackie?
Yeah, sit down. This is my good friend. In case you didn't know, this is the alter ego of Jackie Mason. And this is him. It's Sam Kassin right here from our own community. And Sam is an impersonator extraordinaire, as you heard. And I really appreciate the fact that, Sam, that you've taken the time to come down here and give so much pleasure to our audience. And I would like to mention that you, how did I find out about you? I met you here in Flatbush doing some of your shtick very successfully in front of a frum audience at home. And I want to give out your number, and please, people should write down Sam's number. He's a Shomer Shabbos impersonator and comic. He also acts as an MC, and he could really, really brighten up and enliven any simcha that you have, bar a bas mitzvah, a sheva brachas, a tea party for tzedakah, whatever it is. And I know Sam's very reasonable as well. Right, Jackie? You're reasonable? You'll be reasonable with the rates?
I came to this person over here to do what he wanted to do for nothing. So for you, I'll almost do nothing also. My rates are very reasonable. I came to this person, I did him a big favor. Now this person is going to become a big star because of me, that I came over here to him.
Thank you very much. So it's almost nothing with nothing. So anyhow, Sam Kassin's number is 917-293-2865. Again, write it down. It's 917-293-2865. And that concludes our session with the satire with Jackie Mason. And Sam, I want to thank you very much and wish you a tremendous amount of hatzlacha and good luck. And I hope that people will be smart enough to bring you to their simchas, because they'll really enjoy. And simcha is one of our biggest mitzvahs.
My pleasure, my couple.
Thank you. Now, I just want to mention to everybody that of course, you're listening to Levin at 11, 11th hour, and please spread the word.